Hello, strangers. Huh. It's nearly been a year since I literally recorded something. Guys, I'm back from the dead. Huh. Let me introduce myself. I'm Mike. I read books and I watch movies. So, for today's video, I'm just going to give you guys my summer TBR and give you an update on why I haven't been around that much. So, the main update I have is that I just work a lot. And huh, there's just like no excuse why I should not have like kept up with this. But it's just been a very, very stressful year. But all that aside, I'm going to finally film some YouTube videos. So I just thought that I'd take it easy today and tell you the books that I want to read for the summer. But I guess I could give you an update on the book I literally just finished last night. I finally finished Project Hail Mary. So, yes, I'm still reading, but this is easily one of my new favorite books of all time. And it's literally just about a astronaut who gets lost in space, and he is trying to figure out how to he's trying to make the sun not die and have Earth not freeze over. So he meets an alien life form, and they both try to save their worlds together. I really, really enjoyed this book, and I did see the movie, of course. So, I'll definitely have to rewatch the movie and then give you like a formal review on it. But that's literally what I just finished last night. So, I'm definitely ready for some good horror books. Let's go ahead and get them going, shall we? Just give me one sec. You want to see this ungodly pile? Well, here it is. Yeah. So I have 14 books in front of me, and this is literally done by wheel spins. I've already done the wheel spins, so I will show you the results, and I'm going to tell you the order in which I'm going to read them. So let me do some rearranging here. Okay, so the first four books I want to show off are novella length, and they're mostly all extreme horror. So this is definitely going to be the first vlog that I'm definitely going to do throughout May. So let's show them off. First book I want to start off with is Peril Beneath the Surface by John Lynch. And I'm going to read the back of this. The graduating class of Budlong High is ready to take the next step in their lives. An accidental death strikes the small town, threatening to tear apart the community, but something is stirring beneath the calm water of Lake Budlong, something that will usher the graduates into an early grave. So, definitely sounds like a good creature feature, and definitely something that I will definitely get through easily. That is Peril Beneath the Surface by John Lynch. This next one, I'm actually kind of excited but scared at the same time. It's Toxic Love by Christopher Triana. And this is literally about a woman who is obsessed with crime scene cleanup, and she meets a man, and you can probably guess where this is going. It's a love story. So it's definitely going to be gross and brutal. Huh. This one goes to 178. So not too bad. That is Toxic Love by Christopher Triana. And I really dig this cover. Next we have Food Court of the Damned by D.W. Hitz. And this is basically like a 90s B-movie pulp horror novel. And this is about like Satanists taking over a food court. Definitely sounds like a fun read, and I believe it's the shortest of these four. That's 108 pages, so definitely a good go. And the last book for that first vlog is going to be Starving Zoe by C. Derek Miller. And this is a splatter western, so I haven't read one of these in a while, and it's relatively short. So this is about, to most, 1865 was an eye-opening year. The American Civil War was officially over, and the soldiers fortunate enough to survive the bloody conflict were to collect the pieces of their former lives. To young Arizonan Robert Jack, the fateful desert homecoming marked the end of all he once knew. Forgiveness is overrated, death is final, revenge, however, dances between the fine lines of mortality and eternity. Love always finds a way. So, judging from the book alone, this one sounds like a zombie story. So, very excited to read this one, and that is going to be part 1 of this horror reading challenge. More on how I'm going to do these vlogs very soon, but I'm going to start this challenge on Friday. But that is Starving Zoe. Okay, let me get the next couple books and show you what I'm going to be reading. So, the next 3 are going to be considered 70s and 80s classics. So, these next 3 books are very disturbing, and 2 are based on true stories, and the other one is just basically like the other one. So let's show them off, shall we? The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum. Yeah, that book. When this definitely came up on the results, I was like, oh no. But if you don't know this story, this is based on the case of Sylvia Likens. And she was like a teenage girl who was kidnapped by her sadistic aunt. She was literally chained up in the basement for an X amount of years, and she was tortured brutally. And it's supposed to be a very, very sad story. So, lucky me. The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum. And this next one is actually going to be a reread for me. The Amityville Horror by Jay Anson. And of course, this is based off of the very popular 1975 film of the same name. It's about like this family who moves into this house, not knowing that there was a brutal murder there the previous year. This family only lasted 28 days. So this is the quintessential haunted house story. The Amityville Horror by Jay Anson. Really excited to reread this. And to wrap that second vlog up, is probably, I would say, the second to longest. That is Let's Go Play at the Adams by Mendel W. Johnson. So, this is actually a Paperbacks from Hell edition. And this one, to me, definitely sounds like The Girl Next Door. So, I'm going to read the back of it. They're just kids. It's only a game. That's what Barbara, a lovely 20-year-old babysitter, told herself when she awoke bound and gagged. But the knots were tight and painful, and the children would not let her go. They're just kids. It's only a game, she told herself again, and the terror was real and deadly. Let's go play at the Adams. Yeah, this one already sounds pretty messed up. And this one runs to 277 with absolutely no chapter breaks. Lovely. So, this one definitely sounded a little bit interesting, but we'll see how this vlog goes, because this is probably going to be my second most intimidating vlog. Oh, I got a very intimidating vlog coming up, so just you wait. Part 3 will be basically probably a mood read for me. I'm going to finally get back into Sir Adam Caesar. So this is video night, and this will also be a reread for me. Alien horror and 90s nostalgia. So definitely all for me. I've been really wanting to read this book, reread this book for a while now. It's time. But that is Video Night by Adam Caesar. And that other book is The Summer Job by Adam Caesar. Yes, I'm finally going to get to this. This one is a little bit different from Video Night. This one deals with like a girl who takes a job at this hotel, but she comes to find out that it's ran by Satanists. So it'll definitely be a fun read. And it's summer, so it's about time I read this thing. But that'll be the next vlog, The Summer Job. And this next vlog will also be an author spotlight. Guys, I'm very proud to say that I am finally going to get back into Ray Garton. And this one is called Lot Lizards, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's about vampiric hookers who prey upon truck drivers. So, definitely sounds like a fun one. The only book that I read by him was Live Girls, which was another vampire story. Absolutely loved it, and I've been really wanting to read this one, so that is Lot Lizards by Ray Garton. And that next one is Seductions. Not really sure what this one is about, but I'll read the back of it. In the debut novel from the author of Live Girls, a small town in Northern California finds itself at the whims of an old and hungry evil. Donald Ellis is in a bad place on a forced leave of absence from work. His personal life has also collapsed, but he's certain that something else is going on, something dreadfully wrong with this town. People are disappearing, leaving inexplicable traces of what might have happened to them. And then there are the dreams, horrifying nightmares seeping slowly into even more troubling daytime visions. Then Freddy appears on his doorstep, a strangely powerful young woman who tells him that his intuition is right. A dark force has taken over his once sleepy Northern California home. Creatures are roaming the night, hungry for lust, thirsty for blood, and knowing exactly how to satisfy their cravings. To fight an evil that hides in plain sight, Donald and Freddy will have to push the boundaries of their own sanity and risk becoming a part of the very shadows they seek to destroy. This one sounds really, really good. So this runs to 278. And I gotta tell you, this dude has written a lot of novels. And I don't even have half of them. I think I only have about I think I only have 4. So I'll definitely get back into Ray Garden. I'm very excited, to tell you the truth. So that is Seductions. And the last 3 books are easily the longest of the bunch. So, all 3 of them are going to get their own separate vlogs. Because 2 of them are considered classics. So I'll have a lot of filming to do. What a way to get back into YouTube, huh? So, without further ado, I will do The Ritual by Adam Nevill as a vlog. And this one, I'm going to read the back of this as well. When 4 old university friends set off into the Scandinavian wilderness of the Arctic Circle, they aim to briefly escape the problems of their lives and reconnect with one another. But when Luke, the only man still single and living a precarious existence, finds he has little left in common with his well-heeled friends, tensions rise. With limited experience between them, a shortcut meant to ease their hike turns into a nightmare scenario that could cost them their lives. Lost, hungry, and surrounded by forest untouched for millennia, Luke figures things couldn't possibly get any worse. But then they stumble across a derelict building. Ancient artifacts decorate the walls, and there are bones scattered upon the dry floors. The residue of old rites and pagan sacrifice for something that still exists in the forest. Something responsible for the bestial presence that follows their every step. As the 4 friends stagger in the direction of salvation, they learn that death doesn't come easy among those ancient trees. So, yeah, basically, 4 friends get lost in the woods and they become part of a pagan sacrifice. So, this one is definitely intimidating to me because Adam Nevill definitely writes some long books. This one goes to 418. So, this will definitely get its own dedicated vlog. The Ritual by Adam Nevill. These next 2 books are going to shock you. So, I'm going to do a Frankenstein vlog. And this is by Mary Shelley. We all know the story. This is about a mad scientist who recreates a corpse, and Frankenstein's monster is very sympathetic, and the townspeople just want to burn him alive. Really excited to read this, but I'm also very scared to read this. This edition goes to $241 without the afterword and the bibliography sources. And I've heard that this is supposed to be a very, very depressing novel. So we'll see what happens. So that is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And last, but certainly not least, Dracula by Bram Stoker. Yes, I'm finally going to read this. I'm honestly more excited to read this over Frankenstein because I think vampires are a lot cooler than reanimated corpses. But of course, this is about the Count Dracula and his shenanigans with being a vampire. So Jonathan Harker has to stop him from turning every woman into his brides. So, very excited to read this. And this one is actually a little bit longer than Frankenstein. This goes to $379 without any of the afterwords and bibliography. So, guys, that is my horror TBR for the summer. Wish me luck. I mean, I definitely gathered some shorter novels, but I'm telling you, those last three are probably going to be my most intimidating. So, expect some vlogs coming up very, very soon. You're probably not going to get a vlog at all in June because I'm leaving for a 2-week vacation. So there'll definitely be one in May, July, and August. Maybe 2 if I'm lucky. So that's a wrap. That is my horror TBR for summer of 2026. Guys, it's good to be back and expect more videos coming very, very soon. I might actually give you guys some of the books I hauled over these last few months. So I might do that tomorrow. So otherwise, look out for more videos. And if you like this type of content, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. It's been a long, long time. So I'm glad to be back. But I'm going to send you guys on your way, and I will see you in the next video. Adios. Peace.